Hello and welcome to another episode of the Granted podcast, where we are committed to exploring topics that empower and uplift. I am your host, Bhuvan Verma, and today we are diving into a subject that's fundamental to everyone's well being and professional fulfillment, finding harmony in our lives. We are truly honored to have with us today Devika Das, who truly is a powerhouse of creative thinking and infectious optimism. She's also bringing with her a wealth of experience as a dynamic marketing professional to our conversation today. In this episode, Devika will be sharing her profound wisdom on how engaging with arts and creative endeavors can lead to a more harmonious integration of personal and professional lives. We'll be focusing on actionable advice that our listeners can apply immediately. So please join me in extending a warm welcome to Devika. Hello, Devika. How are you?
First of all, thank you to all those who are listening to the podcast today because you are the you are the motivation for people like us, creators, to share our creativity and share our wisdom with you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I am feeling very excited to and looking forward to this conversation.
All right, then. So, diving straight to our questions, Devika, we want to learn from you that many professionals struggle with elusive work life balance. What actionable advice can you offer to our listeners?
Work life balance is a myth. Why I say so? Because everybody has 24 hours in a day, and a job is something where you are employed because of your skill set. What I tell people is that don't take up a job just because you have to pay bills. It is not only taking care of your bills or your financial obligations, but it is also giving you an exposure to develop yourself, develop your skills, develop confidence, giving you that opportunity to meet your peers, industry leaders, entrepreneurs. So it's more than a job. It is application of skills. I would like to call it that way. And work life balance, it is like 24 hours a day. If you are prioritizing your happiness and your well-being, nobody can stop you from that. So take out time and do the things that you like. See, 9 to 5 job is there. After that, you have a lot of time. Do something which interests you.
Devika, like you mentioned, after the day's work, put yourself at ease, do something that helps you. And that takes me to theater for personality development. How does theater for personality development practices such as role playing, improvisation, stage presence translate into tangible benefits for professionals?
Theater, I have been practicing theater for the last 22 years, and it has really, I have seen what a person I have become after engaging with theater. Because what happens is role play helps me understand different characteristics or traits of different people. I have stopped judging and become more empathetic. And also it helps in voice modulation when you are giving presentations at work office, when you are making client presentations. Voice modulation helps a lot in order to strike an engaging conversation with the people in the room. Also it helps you develop self confidence because it has, when you are playing a role or a character, you have to understand the character fully well. You have to go dive deep, and it also encompasses a lot of cultural differences also. So it's a great learning experience, I must say, because theater is something, it is a platform which is a combination of different art, and it also helps in camaraderie and collaboration.
Wow. You know what theater brings to my mind? Theater brings to my mind lots of scripts, lot of text. And speaking about that, we hop on to our next question, literary pursuits beyond personal enjoyment. How can reading and potentially engaging in creative writing contribute to a professional's cognitive abilities? and problem solving skills and professional growth.
So writing, what writing does is writing helps me internalize my emotions, what are my deepest feelings, and I am very comfortable writing them down on paper, because sometimes we don't share our intense emotions with people because we are scared that people will judge us. So writing is the best form of emotional release, I will say. And reading opens up a world for you where you can experience different cultures, different languages, different food habits, anything you want. So, what I would tell people is who have not yet started reading, just pick up a book and try to explore the imaginary world that the writer is wanting to write. So, what if you are not interested in that particular writer? Pick up something else and read for at least 5 to 10 minutes, because what it will do is once you develop the habit, you will get confidence, you will improve your communication, vocabulary, and also written communication. Because you will know the appropriate use of words based on the context.
Students, this is a massive tip for all of you. Everything you read is going to help you understand the world around you, and especially the professionals, the ever changing landscape that we live in. And reading helps you catch up on that new lexicon, that new word, that new technology, that new phrase, that new synonym that you need to get ahead in life. And speaking of all of that, Devika, thank you for leading us into the next question, the future roles, considering the evolving landscape of work and future roles. How has your diverse background informed your perspective on skill diversification, preparing for jobs of tomorrow?
Skill diversification. See, I have been into writing and theater for a very long time now, more than 15, 20 years. So it has actually made me very adaptable. Now, changing dynamics. Okay, that initial turbulence will be there, but I adapt very quickly. And change management does not take much time for me because I am used to it. What happens is with reading, what happens is when I'm reading or writing, what happens, since I am focusing on my emotions, I have developed a great level of self awareness. I know how to respond to a situation rather than act on an impulse. And also, theater, I would say that theater has helped me meet so many people who are so down to earth, who are so grounded. I think whatever, how much ever amount of success you get in life, the art of staying grounded and humility is the success, is the key factor towards success in life. Whatever you achieve in life, if you learn how to stay grounded and don't let ego drive your life, I think you are sorted for life. And I would also say writing, different forms of writing, it helps in expanding your career graph also. For professionals who are listening to me, I would say that written communication sometimes helps you articulate well, it helps you process your thoughts and present it in a formal manner. Also, it is a formal communication method. So if it is documented, everything is documented, but you should know how what words to use, when to use, and what is the tone of your written communication.
Devika, our viewers are sold on the idea that reading, writing, theater will all help us, but they are asking you how to manage time. Time management is a universal challenge. How do you balance creative endeavors with your other commitments?
This is a question I have been asked very often, because what happens is they are like, everybody has 24 hours in a day. How do you manage so many things? So I think it is very right that everybody has 24 hours in a day, but you need to learn the skill of task prioritization. What do I mean by that? What is the most important thing in life that you want to do? First is You should choose activities that makes you happy. Now, you are your own choice of happiness. That is what I believe. There will be several external factors, peer pressure. Oh, my friend is doing something, I should do that. But why should you do if you don't like it or you are not interested in that, right? So, find something which is of your interest area. Do it as a habit. You don't need to no don't need to see what reward you are getting or what is the outcome. Just do it because you like doing it. I think that is the principle I have followed for such a long time, and that is the way I have been balancing my professional work, acting commitments, and writing commitments.
Certainly, Devika has spoken like Krishna. Don't worry about the outcomes. Consider how much enjoyment and passion it arises. Do the work that you like so that you can do it in continuity and perpetuity. Wow, beautifully worded, Devika. And that brings us to the end of our incredibly insightful conversation with Devika. What a truly enriching experience. Devika's
Thank
unique journey, seamlessly blending her demanding career with her deep engagement in the arts, has illuminated some powerful pathways for all of us. Art is indeed food for the soul, and theater offers practical tools for personality development. Literary pursuits expand our cognitive horizons, and yes, they certainly make us a better human being with a diverse skill set and student for life mentality. With that, Devika, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and practical advice with us today. Your perspective is a powerful reminder that nurturing our creative sides not only enriches our personal lives, but also profoundly enhances our professional capabilities. To our listeners, we hope these insights inspire you to explore the transformative power of arts in your own journey in self grooming and self development. Remember, even a small step towards creative engagement can yield significant rewards and bring mental peace. So, stay tuned for more empowering episodes from Granted Podcast. I am Bhuvan, encouraging you to cultivate your skills. Devika, any final words from you for our viewers?
I would just like to say I had a lovely experience sharing my words of wisdom with the listeners. I hope they also took a leaf out of my book. And I would like to say arts is a good choice. That is the message I leave all of you with. I hope you will practice some form of artwork and embrace arts in your life.